The Ram 1500 was fully redesigned for 2019. So why am I standing next to a 2020? Well, while the 2019 definitely made some waves in the industry, it was missing a fan favorite that stepped off the stage a few years ago, the diesel engine. There was a time when the Ram was your only option for a half-ton diesel pickup, but emissions certification problems meant that the diesel option disappeared as a possible power plant for the 1500. Now it's back, and it's better. On top of that, you can now put the diesel engine in any Ram 1500 trim. That means whether you're talking about the base Tradesman or the Longhorn Laramie that you see here, a little bit extra cash is all that stands between you and diesel power. But diesel power has gotten a little bit of a bad rap here in the States of late. Actually, it's always kind of gotten a bad rap here in the States. But that sentiment belongs nearly exclusively to cars, not trucks. Truck guys know that if you have some serious work to do, diesel's where it's at. Now, which trim should you drop it in? Well, if it were me, it wouldn't be this Longhorn, and I'll tell you why. The big news of this new EcoDiesel is a 14% torque increase, which slots it at a class-leading 480 pound-feet. And even better than that, that peak power arrives 400 RPM lower in the rev range, which is perfect for towing. Now, with the old EcoDiesel, it couldn't even manage to haul around 10,000 pounds. But with this new design on the engine, which has 80% new parts and a ZF 8-speed transmission that's been rethought to match, it can manage to haul 12,560 pounds. That's just 190 pounds short of the 5.7-liter V8 with much better fuel economy. So why wouldn't I put it in the Longhorn? Right there. As good as that looks on the outside, I don't really cherish the idea of the stuff I'm hauling smelling like exhaust, and I'm willing to bet that livestock hates it too. But again, you can slot this EcoDiesel into whichever trim you like, so don't feel limited by that exhaust, although you will be limited by your configuration. If you want that maximum towing capacity, you have to get the 3.92 rear axle, and you can't have the crew cab like you see here, or four-wheel drive. And beyond that, the 3.92 rear axle, that's going to seriously affect your fuel economy, which, of course, is the major benefit of the EcoDiesel. So, considering you have to pay a premium just to get it, that alone might be enough to have me looking at a regular old V8. Now, there's another reason why I wouldn't spec out my Ram that way. The 1500 has the unique distinction of being the first true, full-size, body-on-frame pickup truck to be named a Top Safety Pick Plus by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. But that only applies if you get it with the crew cab and you get all the active safety features and the optional LEDs. And you are going to want that crew cab because, I mean, look at it in here. This is one of the most comfortable interiors, front and back, that I have ever been in. And in this Longhorn trim and up, there's so much room in the back that you can actually even recline. And there's not just room for people. The rear seats here flip up for a flat loading floor, and beneath it there are some extra bins as well. Up front you get this huge and rather complicated center console, plus pockets and extra storage everywhere. In fact, with 151.1 liters of interior storage, the Ram 1500 absolutely smashes the class, nearly doubling the nearest competitor. This Longhorn trim comes with the Level 1 equipment group, which gets it the 19-speaker Harman Kardon stereo, wireless charging, ventilated seats, the power retractable running boards, plus this 12-inch tablet-style touchscreen for the very easy-to-use Uconnect system. And it seems like the Rebel trim is the big winner this year, as previously you couldn't get it with the EcoDiesel or the 12-inch touchscreen, but both are available for the Rebel in 2020. Regardless, whether or not you go for the 12-inch or stick with the base 8.4, both play very nicely with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and they come with a myriad of USB and USB-C inputs. Now, which one would I go for? Well, this Longhorn trim comes in at $68,000 with the EcoDiesel, and to be honest, it doesn't really have a ton of options on it. The paint was $200, the body-colored bumpers were $195. There's an advanced safety group for $1695 that gets you all the autonomous safety features and some parking assist. The previously mentioned Level 1 equipment group for $3895, and do not forget this incredible sunroof for $14.95, but the rest are just little additions, the biggest of which is this really cool rear tailgate that can open barn door style for $9.95. But here's the thing. This also came with a 3.92 rear end, which will negatively affect fuel economy. Now, no numbers have been released from Dodge or from the EPA, but independent testing has been returning numbers around 24 miles per gallon for an EcoDiesel with the most favorable configuration, two-wheel drive and the 3.21 axle. Now, I haven't been able to get anywhere near that number so far. I actually can't even touch 20. And with the $3,300 premium to add the EcoDiesel, that's going to take a very long time to make up that difference, especially when the 5.7-liter V8 is capable of 17 city and 23 highway. So what's the Car Guru's suggested trim? Well, personally, I would go for a crew cab Rebel outfitted with the V8. That'd get you in at under 60 grand, even if you chose expensive options like the dual pane sunroof and the 12-inch touchscreen and the air suspension. Plus, this diesel engine still gets me a lot of hesitancy, and that can be frustrating. With the Rebel coming in at around 9 grand less than a similarly spec'd Longhorn with the EcoDiesel, you wouldn't have to make that sacrifice. And let's be honest, 9 grand, that'll make up for a lot of MPGs. So what do you guys think? Is the new EcoDiesel enough to make you forget the foibles that diesel has faced of late? Let me know. Hey, thanks for watching. For full details on the 2020 Ram 1500, just click the link in the description. You can head over to cargurus.com and read my full review. And for more video reviews, well, just subscribe to the channel.